I really enjoyed this class, and I think, Starla, you've made a big difference. You're a wonderful instructor, and you're real passionate. I've learned so much from you and and I've learned to take my other classes prospectively. And I feel that I've taken history classes before, and I never got anything out of them. But when I started taking Black Study classes, and we learned not just dates and names, but we learn why things happen. I think it's very important that Black Study is taught from kindergarten to high school, because I think that students need to know about their history and know that they feel, or that they matter.
When I grew up, when I became a teenager, I got in a lot of trouble. I was in and out of juvenile hall, I was in group homes, foster home, and I took Starla's class for the first time when I was like 19, 20. And being through all that, I lost my purpose and who I am, and Starla's class reminded me that I have a purpose and we all have a purpose. And it put a light back into my life and gave me purpose.
I learned so much out of this class, and I would say this class is extremely important for the development as a human being. And before, all the colleges offer organic chemistries so they can become doctors, or they offer business courses so that they can become successful businessmen. I have to say that before you become a scientist, you have to become a person first.
I just wanted to say that this class has been absolutely amazing for me. I have my 4-year college degree already from a university, and never once thought of taking a Black Studies class. I really have to admit, I just thought there was no point in some ways. But I am thrilled that I took this class, and of all the history classes and all the, the classes you go through, I needed this, and I should have been in this class freshman year, and I should have taken it every year if I could have. I mean, I actually feel better about myself, and I feel better about a lot of things. I'm actually adopted, I don't know if you guys knew that, and my parents are white. And I have 2 older brothers that are also adopted that are Black, and I think we all kind of missed some things in growing up, and it's something that my mom said in the 70s when we were adopted. She had a lot of opposition, and there were a lot of things that she didn't know and she didn't understand. This has just been amazing.
I went to school at UC Davis. This class taught me more information than I'll use in my life in 90% of the classes I took. There wasn't a Black Studies department at Davis, as far as I know, but we weren't encouraged to take any classes of such. I just see it in my life. I notice things more often. I listen to Howard Stern in the morning. I don't like listening to him anymore. Just certain things he says that I never struck me as so hurtful or so racist or so even sexist, obviously, but it changed the way I think, it changed the way I approach things and the way I talk with either people I know who I know. You think of racism as, like she said, racism isn't just the Klan and, neo-Nazis and everything else. There's a lot of people in your life who you can teach and you can help understand, and I feel like this class has given me the opportunity to do it. And like I said, there was only a few classes that really taught me something in college, and this is one of those classes, and thank you for the memories. I strive to be an amazing man, and I've always said I've been blessed by amazing women in my life, from my mother to my sister to my current girlfriend, and Starla's another amazing woman who's helped me be an amazing man.
What Black Studies has done for me was help me to realize who I was, where I wanted to go, and where I was right now. Before coming to Black Studies, I went through a really deep breakup. I left my daughter's dad. Then after getting into Black Studies and taking the Black family, I had an opportunity to see myself and him and me, and so I put my family back together. Black Studies helped me to start a business. I started a nonprofit organization, a hip-hop youth outreach program, which I'm very proud of. It's encouraged me to write poetry, which I really love to do. And before I had come to Black Studies class, I had never read a book more than 20 pages. Now I'm glad to read. And thank you.
My own personal revolution. Self-proclaimed but not self-taught. The luminance no longer comes from the theater lights, it comes from within. I am truly radiant. I never could love myself before. I could never love anybody else. I was really angry and had a lot of hate. But it was like pure therapy here. So, thank you.
I got like 12 brothers and sisters, you know, through my mom and dad. And some of them I know a lot better than others, just like people in this class. You know, some of you I know a lot better than others. So it's kind of easy for me to make you my brothers and sisters because it's almost the same relationship that I got with my blood family. So again, being that I kind of saw us as brothers and sisters, this classroom sort of put us in a different situation than being outside of the lunchroom where we got those front faces on. We actually came in here and we opened up and we spoke about how we felt, and other people got to listen to that and learn from that, and that was huge. Listening to the younger generation speak, and even so much the older generation, I definitely learned a thing or two. And I think I'll be also following up with another wave of classes next semester because it's only improving me. I mean, in classes that I took earlier, it was always somebody else who learned something out of a book and they were just passing it on to me. I sort of felt that Miss Lewis had black firsthand, and I got that from her. As far as emotions are concerned, I'm always the person that was in my little bubble. Only time I stressed was on my way to school because somebody wasn't driving the way I thought they should drive. In here, looking at these videos and listening to people speak, I went from one extreme to the next to the point where I could have punched a hole in the wall, to the point where I could have just bawled and started crying. And it was crazy because I never really experienced those emotions because I don't want to go there because they sort of take me out of control. And I don't like being out of control. But from those experiences, again, I learned something. Again, we're all brothers and sisters, and if we look at each other that way, it's going to totally change the way we treat each other. And, you know, that's just a starting point. We all got to start somewhere.
When we look in the dictionary, the definition of the word black means any dark-skinned race, especially Negro. And when we developed our department and our philosophy, we think of Black Studies as a universal study, that it's global, and that if anthropologists are correct, we all began in the part of the world that we now call Africa, and that we migrated to all points of the earth. And if that's true, then that means we're all connected. And I see Black Studies as a connector course, to let human beings see themselves in one another, to see how our histories are connected, how our experiences are connected, how our hopes and dreams and purposes are connected, so that we can truly be our authentic selves in the world. And that's the philosophy of Black Studies at Mesa College. It isn't the philosophy at every institution, but that is our philosophy. So I hope that you gained what I was hoping for you, and that is the ability to see yourself in every human being that you meet. And it's been a pleasure. And I want you all to repeat after me. I am brilliant.
I am brilliant.
I am powerful.
I am powerful.
I am limitless.
I am limitless.
I am love.
I am love.
Manifesting in my world.
Manifesting in my world.